Today, when you sign something, what excites you? What makes you say, I will do this?
Now, क्या होता है? You filter out a lot of stuff
Hmm.
which is not necessary for you,
Okay.
and you include some things that are absolutely non-negotiable for you now.
Working with Ajay, when we see you two on a poster, एक बहुत बड़ी guarantee है. You both are solid actors. How has he changed over the years, or is he the same?
हम दोनों का काम करने का तरीका या हमारे फिल्म को हाँ करने का क्राइटेरिया वैसा ही है जैसा पहले था.
जी. This film, there are different eras. Sai Manjrekar plays
जी.
the younger version. Do you all have seen any scenes together like this?
No,
That's not
because it's on
possible.
a different, not possible because we are playing the present day characters.
Okay,
And
okay,
Sai
present
and Shantanu are playing the
Earlier.
younger parts of our character.
अब आपको इतना प्यार मिला भूल भुलैया के रोल से, and that time also we had spoken, and so there is people do want to know, will they see you again in Bhul Bhulaiya? Would you like to do that genre again? You were a very different Tabu for so many people watching.
Yeah, I think that was the charm, and that's why it hit a chord, or it got that kind of success. So yeah, I'm not particular about what kind of genre I will do or I will not do.
Yeah.
So if it's a great character, I'll definitely do any genre.
Tabu, welcome to Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you, Rohit. Always a pleasure, and always feels good to see familiar faces.
Yes, a few old timers left. Like, Manoj Bajpayee called me, Purana Chawal hai tu."
Are baap re.
I was like, thank you. So yeah, but you know this. I get very excited when I'm told it's your interview. This is like it's my day is done.
Same here, Rohit.
Right.
Really nice to be in a comfort zone.
Right. Tabu, you're having a great run and a great innings. People are enjoying your work. I see the attention every time you're at a trailer launch, a success launch, a party, or any of these film events. There's so much interest in the media to talk to you and all. Do you see a lot of love coming your way? Do you also observe that, or it's just
Yes. No. I do. I feel it. I experience it. I value it a lot. In fact, that's what I value the most. And it's genuine love.
Yeah.
And it's a relationship that the audiences has developed and built with me over the years of every generation, I must say. So,
True. Yeah, like so many actors I interviewed, keep taking your names. I interviewed Kamal Hassanji just yesterday, and he was talking about Virasat.
Yeah.
And I interviewed Anurag Kashyap just few days ago, and I asked him a question: who will look best in a police uniform? He said Tabu. And so I keep hearing your name from so many. Even though we are not doing too many interviews, I keep hearing your name in almost every second interview.
That's good. That's great.
Right. Tabu, today when you sign a film, you are so solid in your prime job. In your main job, you're absolutely nobody comes close to you. Today, when you sign something, what is it? What excites you? What makes you say, I will do this?
Of course, over the years, now, क्या होता है? You filter out a lot of stuff which is not necessary for you.
Okay.
And you include some things that are absolutely non-negotiable for you now.
Okay.
So it can't be, my criteria can't be the same as it was a few years ago. I mean, the only unchanging thing is that I have to like my role, first of all. It has to be in a film that the character matters to. Has to be in a story that, and I have to be excited about working with the director. But of course, the project has to be viable, and many other things that you need to have to consider now. That you don't want to do so much work either, so it should give me space.
Yeah.
So, but of course, having said that, you really can't predict how your experience is going to be on set. Because there's so many newer people that you are working with, and you really don't know them. They don't know you on a personal level. So you're really, really in for some surprises also.
Right.
So yeah, there are many factors.
If a young filmmaker is watching this, listening to you, what should they keep in mind? If they have something for you, what should they always keep in mind? These are the things you should remember.
They should have their scene breakdown and shot breakdown. Right. Before they come on set.
Yeah, very important.
Preferably.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that I feel is a big shift in the way some directors work now.
Hmm.
But I understand that it's also not easy for every filmmaker now to have so much clarity about which shot they're going to use
Right.
and which they do not require.
True.
So I would prefer that I'm shooting in a way that the directors are clear about what they want.
So important. And has this changed? Like earlier, though, so many scenes were written on the set.
Right.
Now, do you see a lot of this is in place? At least, have we moved ahead?
Well, so I really can't make a, I don't think anyone can make a blanket statement
General,
about
yeah.
that कि यहाँ
सब
इम्प्रूवमेंट
ठीक
हो
हो
गया.
गया.
नहीं नहीं, सब बिल्कुल ठीक नहीं हुआ.
Okay.
कुछ चीज़ें बिगड़ी भी हैं. There is no two ways about it. As with any kind of time and era
Yeah.
that changes, a lot will be left out, a lot will be included. But कुछ चीज़ों में बहुत क्लैरिटी हो गई है, कुछ चीज़ें बहुत स्ट्रीमलाइन हो गई हैं, बट कुछ चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा हेवायर भी हो गई
Yeah.
हैं. आई
Yeah.
फील
True, true, true.
सो एंड दैट मिक्स इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू बी देयर.
Yeah.
पहले के ज़माने में आप बोल सकते थे कि मतलब लाइक यू सेड के सेट पे सीन लिख रहे हैं, कुछ चीज़ें अनप्लान्ड होती थी. बट अब दूसरे तरीके से प्लानिंग के बाद भी देयर आर मेनी फैक्टर्स दैट things can go wrong.
Yeah.
Especially in our profession, मुझे लगता है हमारी field ऐसी है which has built itself on unpredictability and changes, and people are changing every day, stories are changing, so anything can happen on a set anytime.
Working with Ajay, when we see you two on a poster, एक बहुत बड़ी guarantee है. You both are solid actors. Personally, individually also, when you all come together, you all have always surprised us कि wow यार, ये तबू और अजय की फिल्म में कुछ तो होगा इसमें. How has he changed over the years, or is he the same?
He hasn't changed at all, I can say.
Yeah.
I'm sure he must have gone through his own changes internally. But मुझे लगता है कि हम दोनों का काम करने का तरीका या हमारे फिल्म को हाँ करने का क्राइटेरिया वैसा ही है जैसा पहले था. In fact, it's not that he has changed his choice of movies. He's always done different stuff. He's done the formula films. He's also done experimental stuff. So that part about him is still the same. I think आप जैसे बेसिक मतलब फाउंडेशनल आपका जो कैरेक्टर होता है वो बहुत हद तक चेंज नहीं होता. ऐसा मुझे लगता है.
Right. No, absolutely. Well, he's not changed, but that's why मुझे interview नहीं मिलता है. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. But no, we love him. Like, he absolutely is amazing. When you're on a set with Ajay, the comfort that you both have of knowing each other from the earlier days, does that help? Like, does that help in any way? कि एक comfort level है this.
It's a great advantage, personally. और ये भी है कि हमारी off screen, what we share off screen has a place of its own. But I think when we submit ourselves to the script or what we are supposed to do, we know exactly how to change around that equation also.
Right.
And neither of us takes each other for granted कि ये मेरी दोस्त है, ये मेरा दोस्त है, and I think personally for me it's a great comfort zone, like especially having done Bhola.
Yeah.
Because he was the producer, he was the director, he was the co-actor, he was the he was doing so much of the action. When he had to explain an action shot, he would come and do it and show and just make it very easy for me. So that kind of comforts are always an added advantage. And that you can be yourself. He's your hero, he's your co-star also, but he's also somebody that really loves you, takes care of you, and you know that you're safe and you're looked after.
True. Is bar like are you told, like say Neeraj Pandey, how this came to you? Are you told in advance, like first thing कि Ajay is in it, and or the script came first, or how does this work?
No, Neeraj called and he said want to meet you for a film, and Ajay is in it. So I said yes, I heard that you all are working together in a film, but I didn't know that the same film would come to me. And तो Ajay है, when he said तो आधा हो सब हो गया था. अच्छा. And of course really wanted to work with Neeraj. So I
Yeah.
thought कि ये combination तो सही है यार, इसका
हाँ,
कुछ
yeah.
सोचने की जरूरत नहीं है, you know.
Bilkul. Neeraj has done incredible work.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
really good.
yeah, yeah.
You know, also tell me about working with Neeraj. He's this, I to only see him in interviews. He's this calm guy,
Yeah.
like composed guy. He knows his job.
Yes,
terrific.
he does.
What is he like on a set?
So he, like you said, he knows what he wants.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. He has tremendous clarity. His script is in place. He knows what he is making. You know, his sensibilities are very, very clear in his head. And you know that there is not going to be any confusion or conflict when you go on set. And he writes his own scripts, which is a fantastic advantage for any director, I'm sure. Also for actors, that if you need to, you know, turn around something, he's right. He's right there to make those, you know, additions or subtractions or whatever. And I think his clarity and the way he looks at things is different from others. He has his own distinct style of filmmaking. He has his own distinct way of looking at scenes, looking at how a scene is shot, you know, how to make the actor emote, what brief to give the actor.
That's so good.
Yeah, so that's the most interesting part about an actor-director relationship, I feel. Ke what kind of brief the director gives the actor before the shot or before this.
This is amazing to hear because we'll not know this, and also so good to know we are really fans of his work. It's
Yes,
amazing.
he's amazing, and I think what he brings and he's the kind of films that he's done, the kind of, you know, different space, the space that he has created is really carries his trademark.
True.
And attempting so many different kinds of subjects.
Yeah. ये फिल्म में बहुत ट्रेडमार्क है. There's Tabu in it, that's a name. There's Ajay, it's a Neeraj Pandey film यहाँ पर लिखा है. Then there's also M.M. Cream Saab. Like, you know, is that like when you were told, is that exciting? Like, because, you know, this is a man who's earned so much.
Absolutely. Khilnani garu, I have worked with him in the South.
Yes.
And they are very close family friends, very close with his family, his cousins. So socially we meet a lot when I go to Hyderabad. And Kirwani Garu did Missing. That's the first production that I did with Neeraj. He made me record a song. He made me sing a lullaby. It was so encouraging. And he's a fantastic person to be around. And he has a very distinct sense of sound also, no? That's why his music and his songs stand out.
Right. आप उनको जब आज मिलते हो, you like is there any change? This guy has won some Oscars, he's won Golden Globe, and दुनिया में नाम कमा के आए हैं. Is he the same?
कैसे change हो सकते हैं इंसान? He has achieved so much. So it's not that you know he's not seen fame and success and accomplishments and respect and all.
True. So this film, there are different eras. Sai Manjrekar plays the younger version. Do you all have scenes, any scenes together like this?
No, because it's on a different, not possible because we are playing the present day characters and Sai and Shantanu are playing the younger parts of our characters.
You know, ऐसी फिल्में बहुत complicated होती है ultimately because you won't know how it's shot. Are you someone who would like to see कि क्या बना है मुझे दिखा दो, because you know these are different timelines.
दिखा दो मतलब close to the
release. Will you tell your director? Yeah, will close before the release. Like, will you tell him? I would like to see how it's shaped up.
Of course, I would love to see how it's shaped up. Not because I mean it's complicated.
Not to check, just to see.
Just to see. And I'm sure even the makers want their actors to see it. You know, so it's just nice to see what you've done and how it's come on screen.
Right. You know, you got so much love. आपको इतना प्यार मिला भूल भुलैया के रोल से, and that time also we had spoken. And you know, so there is people do want to know, will they see you again in Bhul Bhulaiya? Would you like to do that genre again? You were a very different Tabu for so many people watching.
Yeah, I think that was the charm, and that's why it hit a chord, or it got that kind of success. So yeah, I'm not particular about what kind of genre I will do or I will not do. So if it's a great character, I'll definitely do any genre.
Right. And then beach mein we keep hearing that we feel very happy when we read all this that Tabu is in Dune. So I know I'm not asking you anything about it. You can't talk about it. But tell me, where did that come from? How did that happen? इतना तो बता सकते हो. Okay, you're doing that.
Yeah. I'm
you're-
part of Dune Prophecy.
Wow,
Yeah.
that will be so amazing. I know
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can't talk. We will talk about it at the right
Of
time.
course,
But
of
it is
course. There is so
super-
much to talk about.
Like we are rooting for you. We want to see you there. Like,
Thank
it's
you,
amazing.
thank you, thank
You know, there's a very different way of promoting films now. There's paparazzi. There's social media. Have you adapted to all that?
What do you think? Tell me honestly.
You're
Yeah.
doing it. What is
Yeah.
needed, bata do, you're doing it.
Yeah. What is needed, bata do, because now this is a part of the whole package when you sign up for a film.
Yeah.
It's part of that whole deal. Deal, matlab, I'm not saying paper deal.
Yeah, correct.
But
It's
you know that
yeah.
you will have to promote the film, and it's important also. It's necessary also. But I do however
needed.
I can accommodate.
Correct.
And yeah.
Anything that you can tell me where people will see you next after this, or too early again?
You know, I haven't said yes to anything.
Okay. So you take your time, Aram.
Yeah, because I really wanted to finish my backlog.
Okay.
I've worked back to back in the past. I think 7, 8 years. I don't know how many years.
Yeah.
Especially in the past 5 years, and especially since lockdown, 2020 May. We were on floors with Bhool.
Yeah.
Of course, we had to cancel the schedule because Karthik got COVID. But we resumed in August, and since then I haven't stopped a single day. You know, I've done back-to-back movies. So it was a conscious decision for me to finish my backlog. And Oromika Damta is going to be that. And I still haven't decided or said yes to what has come to me.
Right. So does Tabu take a break? Do you go on holiday? Are you a mountain person? Are you a beach person?
I will go on a holiday for sure. After the monsoons, definitely. Because I don't enjoy monsoons so much in different places as long as I'm at home.
Right.
But yeah, after the monsoons, I plan to go somewhere. I'm a mountain person any day, but I love being on the ocean also.
Great. Tabu, I really enjoy every conversation with you.
Thank you.
And
Same
again,
here.
this film coming, I will be on Friday morning at a theatre with a ticket and say,
You better.
yes.
Thank you
so
Rohit.
much.
Thank you.